Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to do a quick video shifting gears a little bit to talk about Rainbow High and Shadow High. I wanted to start by just doing a quick countdown of my top 10 favorite Shadow High dolls. I've seen this a few times with people counting down their top 10 favorite Rainbow High, and a lot of the times it seems that people combine the Shadow High in with Rainbow High, but I decided to just focus on Shadow High for this video. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and thank you for watching. Before I get really into my countdown, I did just want to preface this by saying that I don't know very much about fashion at all. So this is just what I like, the top 10 of my top 10 favorites that I like. So starting at number 10, I have Uma here from the Neon Shadow Band. Out of the entire Neon Shadow Band, I will say that she is my favorite. So that's a little spoiler. There won't be any more on this list. But yeah, she's my number 10. I really like her coloration and her outfit. I do like that all of their outfits kind of go together with having the theme being in the same band, but she's my favorite out of all three of them. My number 9 doll is Demi from the Costume Ball line. She is my favorite of the Shadow High costume balls. Again, another little spoiler that the other two aren't on this list. But I just really like the way that they designed her outfit to make her be like the vampire. One downside of her, I would say, is that it was pretty hard to find one with good bangs. You run into that a lot with the Rainbow High and Shadow High. This one, even, I had to trim her bangs a little bit to make them as even as they are. But yeah, other than that, one thing that you might see is that I really like the color purple. So purple is my favorite color. So she had a little leg up already. But I just really like the detail that they put into her outfit and everything. I think that they did a really good job designing her. So yeah, Demi is my number 9. My 8th favorite Shadow High doll is Zoe. Um, I really like the colors that they decided to make her. I think that she looked really nice. I'm also a really big fan of this face mold. I don't know which one it is. I don't know the difference between most of the face molds, but I like her. There's another one on this list that I'm pretty sure has the same face mold as her. But yeah, I just think it looks really nice. I wasn't a collector when Novi Stars were out, but hearing about them later on, they do sound like a really interesting and fun doll brand or doll line. So I do think that it's pretty cool that they modeled her kind of like interested in Novi Stars, or her outfit is modeled around Novi Stars, even though I don't know very much about Novi Stars. It kind of encouraged me to look into them a little bit more. So yeah, this is Zoe, and she's my 8th spot. My number 7 favorite Shadow High doll is Glitch. Again, I just think that her face is so beautiful. They did a really great job, I think, rendering her in doll form. One thing I will say is that I really liked her character in season 3 when they were, when she sang her song and was hosting the show and everything like that. But then I didn't like what they did with her in season 4, with like the design competition, and they like made her cheat on one of the things. It was really weird, in my opinion. I thought that it was a really strange character development that they decided to give her. So I kind of pretend that season 4 didn't happen with her. But anyway, focusing on the doll here, I don't know. I just think that they did a really great job with her face. I love her hair. It's very sleek once it's washed out and everything. And again, I don't know very much about fashion, but I do like her outfit. It's different. I really like the long cape thing that her dress turns into, and I just think that she's really pretty. She's very, very nice to look at. And my number 6 favorite Shadow High doll is Monique. She's the third one from series 2 in a row here. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is the one that I was talking about that has, I believe, the same face mold as Zoe. I just think that it's really beautiful. And as I said earlier, purple is my favorite color, so she already had a little bit of a leg up there. But I just love the way that they designed her dress. It's really pretty. Again, I don't know much about fashion, but I think it's really pretty, and I think it looks really great on her. I like all of the different layers, and I think it looks great with her earrings and her hair. I just think that she's a very beautiful doll. And I love the shade of purple that they made her, because I know that Dia is also purple, but I like the shade of purple a little bit better, and I just like the way that her whole outfit and everything came together better. My number 5 favorite Shadow High doll is Veronica. I really like the oil slick kind of pattern that they have in their hair and their outfits. And I do think that it was really interesting to give Veronica the bubble gum. One thing that I will say is that it would have been nice if it was more universal as to whether or not you can remove the bubble gum. Because I know that for some people they couldn't, for some people they could. And even myself, I have 2 versions of Veronica here, and one of them I can remove the gum very easily, and this one actually that I have on camera here cannot be removed without breaking it. And I don't know why. I don't know why that was. Something must have changed somewhere in the manufacturing process. So that is one thing that I would definitely change about her, is either have it where you can remove the gum or not. Preferably remove it. But yeah, outside of that, I do think that it looks very cute with her having the bubble gum, so I'm still okay with it. But outside of that, I do really like, again, the oil slick pattern, and there's a lot of purple in these designs. So again, I'm a little bit of a sucker for purple, but I think that they did a really good job designing the twins. So Veronica is my number 5. And it might have been a little bit obvious from my previous clip, but my number 4 is Naomi. I feel like the twins are so similar. I had a hard time kind of separating them. It didn't really make much sense for me to like one a whole lot more than the other one, just personally. So when I was making this list, they kind of stayed together. But I do like Naomi better than Veronica personally. I like bangs, but they're not usually my favorite, so I do prefer her without the bangs, and I know that's just a personal preference. And then I also like her outfit a little bit better than Veronica's. I like the colors in her furry coat better, and I don't like the fake feathers as much. But yeah, basically everything else that I said about Veronica kind of applies to Naomi here, though. I really like the oil slick pattern and how many purples are in here, and I just think that they did a really good job designing her. One thing that I will say about the twins is that I believe it was Darling Doll said this in one of his videos, that he had this thing where he felt like Naomi looks more like a Veronica and Veronica looks more like a Naomi, so it feels like their name should have been switched. And I do agree with that. I don't know if it was obvious in these clips or not, but I do still like struggle with remembering that this one is named Naomi and the other one is Veronica, and I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but when he said that in a video, I agree wholeheartedly with that because I felt the same way. Anyway, so number 4 is Naomi. My number 3 favorite Shadow High doll is Heather. I just think that they did a really great job with her makeup, and her face is just gorgeous. I wasn't originally a fan of her shiny lips, but they've really grown on me. I just think altogether she looks really great, and I love her split dye. I really like the grayscale that they used for the first series of Shadow High. Spoiler, but the next 2 are also from the first series. I just think that it was so cool to have a series of grayscale dolls, all grayscale dolls, and I thought they did a really great job. Now, I do understand why it probably wasn't as popular with children, but I would say that, you know, series 1 altogether is probably one of my favorite lines altogether. I just think the grayscale was so cool. Anyway, so my number 3 is Heather. And my second favorite Shadow High doll is Natasha. Again, I just think that they did a really great job. I think her face is beautiful. Um, I really like that they were still able to give her a little bit of dimension, even though she is primarily just the one color. And then I really like this outfit that I have her in with the fluffy coat. And I like how simple the design of the outfit underneath the coat is, with just the top and the bottom with some cute little like beads or pearls on it or whatever they're supposed to be. But it just looks great on her. And then of course I love the fabric boots. Luckily mine haven't turned yellow either. I know some of them have been, but overall I just think that they did a really great job on this doll. And so yeah, Natasha is my number 2 favorite Shadow High doll. And finally, my favorite Shadow High doll is Chanel. Kind of similar with Natasha. I think that they just did a really great job with giving her some dimension, even though she is primarily just the one color. But she's just gorgeous. Her face is gorgeous. Her hair is gorgeous after I washed it out. And I really love this dress on her. I'm not sure if that's a popular opinion or not, but I love this dress as soon as I saw it, and it just looks beautiful on her. Honestly, when I look at my Shadow High collection, I'm still always drawn to Chanel. I just think that she looks great. I think that they really hit it out of the park with her. And again, with the whole first series, I like them the most overall, but I would say Chanel is for sure my number one favorite Shadow High doll. So that has been my top 10 favorite Shadow High dolls. Um, if I'm going to be honest, this list will probably change. um, there are just so many that I liked pretty similar to each other, but as of right now, this is my top 10 list. I did use a bias sorter to kind of come up with this list. It helped me really narrow it down. Basically, the way that that works is you enter in all of um, everything that you want to kind of compare against each other. So in this case, I entered all of their names into the list, and then it kind of pits them against each other and makes you pick which one you like the most. And then it generates a list for you at the end. That's your favorite to least favorite. I did actually do this for all of the Shadow High dolls. So in a later video, I will go through and rank all of the Shadow High dolls. But for now, I figured I would just keep with the top 10. I would love to hear what your favorite Shadow High dolls are. And I will be sure to include that bias sorter link in the description if anyone else would like to use it. But otherwise, thank you so much again for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.